What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to today's live stream. It's been a little while since we've done one of these. I figured we'll just talk about Scream 7, maybe some updates that we've received, which are never really official updates. It is pretty much just like nothing but rumors at this point. But we'll also get into some theories as always. Let's see here. We have a Climinator here. Hey, Climinator, glad you can make it. Hopefully this is a good time for you. I know I don't remember exactly where you live, but you're like a few hours ahead. So usually when we do the late night or the evening live streams, you can't usually make it. Mentioning Salem's Lot the other day, it got me thinking, if you could warp into the world of that movie, which characters would you like to meet? Yours would be Ben Mears, Mr. Burke, and Susan, even as a vampire. I'm so terrible with character names. Ben, I'm assuming, is the main guy. He was cool. I liked Susan also. Mr. Burke, that's like the older guy, right? He was cool. I liked him a lot. I'm gonna go with Mr. Burke. Hey, RJ. What if Sydney was a professor in her old college at Woodsboro? Do you mean... Hold on, let me get some music playing here. Do you mean her high school? Because her high school was in Woodsboro. Her college was in Ohio. I mean, if she was a teacher at Woodsboro, that would be pretty cool. However, I don't think she would ever want to live in Woodsboro ever again. Even in like Scream 5, when she's on the phone with Dewey, she said, no offense, but I don't plan to ever set foot in that town again. And then, of course, she did after Dewey died. But yeah, I don't see her ever returning to Woodsboro for at least for not for like a permanent stay. Hey, Ray. How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Let's see. Hey, Marvel. I'm good. I hope you are too. Hey, John. Hey, Kenzie. Happy Friday. I totally forgot it was Friday. The days just kind of blend together. Hey, Wrestling God. Hey, Rinko. Hey, Ghostface. Yeah, Windsor College. Would she be a professor there? I don't know. I wonder what her job is. We don't know what Sydney's up to these days. I mean, in Scream 4, she was a writer. She wrote a book. So, and then we really don't know where that takes her. Does she keep on being an author? Does she write more books? What has her career turned into? We don't know anything about her in Scream 5. And then she wasn't in 6. So I don't know. What's her career looking like? Is she a stay-at-home mom? Maybe. I mean, she has multiple kids. Kincaid, is like a detective. Maybe he just takes care of the family. I don't know. Hey, Ethan. Hello. Happy early Halloween. We are getting closer to Halloween, which I'm honestly super bummed about. The Halloween season always goes so fast, in my opinion. as summer ends, I start getting so excited for the Halloween season, and then every year, I feel like it goes by so quick, like, much quicker than the Christmas season. For me, the Christmas season feels like it lasts ages, but the Halloween season is over in the blink of an eye. Yeah, I was super bummed about this Climinator. Um, totally sucked. But that's, like, the good thing about that movie actually made you care about the characters, which is, like, difficult and that's difficult in a lot of movies these days to actually care about the characters. Yeah, these rumors about Mickey coming back, it's more just like fan theories. Fans want to see him come back for some reason. Um, yeah, I just feel like there's been this like new movement for Mickey to return as well, because we know like the whole Stu Macher thing is huge. So many people, myself included, think that Stu's alive, Stu's coming back, and this whole Mickey thing just kind of started out of nowhere. I don't know. It's not I wouldn't even call it a rumor. It's a theory. It's a fan theory. Ray says, I saw Smile 2. It was incredible. Step up from the first. Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about um Smile 2. And I did enjoy the first one, but I really was not excited for the second one. Like I wasn't really looking forward to it. Didn't really care about it. I don't know. Like I just was not excited for it. And I've heard nothing but good things about it, that it really like blew people away. So now I am actually really excited for it, but I'm probably not going to go to the movies to see it. I'll probably wait for it to like go to streaming or something. Hey, Dusty. Did you see Matthew Lillard said if he came back, he would lie straight to your face until it comes out? Yes, I did see this. I did a video on it. If you haven't checked out that video, please do. But yeah, he said that pretty recently. It was like at New York Comic Con, I think, last week, where someone asked him, uh, they were like, please tell us about your role in Scream 7, kind of just like teasing him. And he was like, I'm not in the movie, but even if I was, I would lie straight to your face until the day it comes out, which I think is so funny. Like, of course he's gonna lie. Like he can't straight up say, I'm going to be in it, because that would just give away the biggest plot twist. Um, but then he was just on the Drew Barrymore show the other day, where he said he thinks Stu's alive. So he's really just messing with us at this point, going back and forth. Um, and I think that's because then we'll just really never know until it comes out. I did another video yesterday where I kind of talked about him on the Drew Barrymore show. So if you haven't seen that one either, please check it out. Climinator says, I reckon Sydney will be living a reserved life. Hey, Artem, if I'm saying that right. When you first watched Scream, what was your first reaction? I honestly don't remember the first time I saw Scream. I was definitely pretty young, so I really just don't remember my first reaction, but I've always been a fan for years and years. Um, but I just don't. I don't remember what my first reaction was. Oh, I did not see it, Jamie. I will check it out after the stream. How would you rank my top 4 ghost faces? Charlie, Mickey, Quinn, and Stu. For me, number 1 would be Stu. Number 2 would be Charlie. Number 3 would be Mickey, and number 4 would be Quinn. Kenzie says, I'd take Jill back over Mickey. I am with you, Kenzie. I definitely would love to see Jill come back. I would love it if she could come back with Stu, but I just don't know if that's going to happen. I feel like the writers and creators kind of already know that a lot of people out there have a hard enough time wrapping their head around Stu coming back. So to also bring back a second Ghostface, they might feel like it's just a little too much. But I would love to see Jill back. I have a few theories on the channel about this. Like, she was originally supposed to come back in Scream 5 if they had continued Scream 5 years ago after Scream 4. Jill was going to come back, go to college, get away with it. Sydney was going to sort of have like amnesia, forget that Jill was Ghostface. Yeah, and it's a shame that that never happened. I think about it constantly, like what Scream 5 would have looked like if they had continued it back in like 2012 or whatever. I do agree that I don't think he got that much screen time in Scream 2. I just personally don't want to see him return. I don't think there's really a need for it. Climinator says Mickey is dead, deader than dead. He was strong, yes, but not Incredible Hulk level. Yeah, I think he's dead. But we don't see him get shot in the head. So I suppose it's always possible. I don't think he's alive, nor do I want him to be alive. But is it possible? Sure, because the franchise does emphasize that unless you shoot them in the head, they can always come back. So if for whatever reason they decided they wanted to bring him back, they could. But I think he's dead. I agree with you. Do you think Sydney or one of her kids are most likely to die? Also, do you think one of her kids is most likely to be Ghostface? Um, I honestly don't see them dying. I don't think they'll kill off Sydney, at least not in the 7th movie. Maybe somewhere down the road in the future. Um, I don't think one of her kids will die either, but I suppose it's possible. Like, let's say she has 3 kids. We really don't know how many she has. We can assume at least 2 because she says I have to take the girls to school. But a lot of people think she has 3 because I think in the original script for Scream 6, she was going to have 3. I could be wrong. But also the fact that she said, I have to take the girls to school. And the one kid that she was pushing in the stroller, obviously seemed like super young, too young to be in school. So I think it's pretty likely she has 3 kids. And, and if that's the case, then maybe one of them could die. one of them might be sort of expendable to the story in a sense. Especially if like I don't know, if one of her kids is going to kind of lead the franchise going forward, which is another rumor, like one of her kids could be the lead moving forward, then maybe one of her other kids could die. Like, I don't know. That would definitely add to Sydney's trauma. It would add to her other kids' trauma moving forward. And it kind of would raise the stakes in the movie, which is something that definitely was like lacking in Scream 6. They didn't kill off anyone important. So yeah, I guess maybe one of her three kids could die. Um but I don't think one of them will be Ghostface. Some people do like that theory. I'm not opposed to it, but I don't know. It seems a little crazy, honestly. Just because already like her half brother was Ghostface, her cousin was Ghostface. I think one of her kids being Ghostface would be a little bit too much. Hey Kenny, you said I think I'm taking a break from the Scream franchise after Scream 7. Well, who knows if we'll even get a Scream 8 right away. Maybe they're going to take a break. Since Halloween falls on a Thursday this year, ain't this more like a Halloween weekend since next Friday and Saturday is the Day of the Dead? Yeah, I think people are celebrating this weekend for sure. I think it's always like the weekend before Halloween because next weekend then it's November and we're done with Halloween. Yeah, definitely. No one some people want Ethan back. There are quite a few Ethan believers out there. I am not one of them, nor do I want to see him back. I cannot stand Ethan. Hey, Chocolate Ice. Thanks for stopping by. We are just talking some Scream 7 rumors, theories, updates. Beyond the Mask did post a theory about Mickey and Stu together, so you can go check that out. Interesting. Is this a recent video or is it like an older video? I have not seen it. Exactly, John. Yes. That's what I just said before I saw your comment, but yeah, totally agree. Yeah, Ethan. I agree. Ethan sucked. I remember the first time I watched Scream 2, I was heartbroken when Randy died because he's been my favorite character since I started watching them. Yeah, Randy is like my favorite. After Stu, Randy's my favorite. Love him so much. Every single time I watch Scream 2 and that scene, like it kills me. I still cannot believe that they killed him off. I know they said that they like regretted killing him off. I think he should have at least made it to the end of the movie, or even better, he should have made it to the third movie. And then, if anything, kill him in the third one. But yeah, and I just it kills me the way he was killed. Like Nancy just sneak attacking him like that. I can't stand it. Oh, yeah, for sure. If Ethan came back and Stu did not, I would be so pissed, honestly. If they wanna bring back Ethan with Stu, that's a different story. I'll tolerate it because we get Stu, but no, Ethan instead of Stu, I would be, like, furious. Hey, Rexy. Hey, Dan. I am good. I hope you are too. I would not like this if, um, Sydney was Ghostface. I think that would honestly just be kind of insulting to the character. Yeah, I don't think it would make a lot of sense. I feel like it's too late into the franchise to do something like that. Like Gale, for example. I think it would kind of be interesting to see her as Ghostface, but I think if they were gonna make Gale Ghostface, it should have been done like a few movies ago. Um, yeah, no, I think it's too late. I don't think it would really make sense. It would kind of be insulting. We have Nick here. You're a member for 11 months. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Time flies. Happy Friday. We are just getting into some Scream theories, rumors, updates. Not a lot of updates going on. Really just rumors at this point. Hopefully we get some kind of official update soon. Let's see, where was I in the chat? Do you think Charlie is alive and in Stu's cult? I don't. There was a time where I did think this. I'm not really going to get into the details now. But if you're curious, check out my old videos on Charlie Walker. I had some crazy detailed theories about this. They're pretty far back in on my channel, but no, I don't think it anymore. Whatchamacallit? Rory Culkin said that he feels he's done with the franchise. So I just don't see it happening. I personally don't want to see Stu have a redemption arc. I don't want to see him be good. I want to see him be evil again, kill people. I don't want a redemption arc. I know a lot of people do, but I personally just do not. I agree. Exactly. It's never been done before in the franchise. That's what horror franchises do, bring the killer back. I just did a video on this yesterday actually, why Stu needs to come back, and that's one of the things I talked about, like, Scream is like a commentary on horror franchises and common tropes in these horror movies. And one of those is the bringing the killer back. And it's never been done in the Scream franchise. Matthew Lillard himself has even said what I just said. And Amber Freeman in Scream 5, who I do think was a part of Stu's cult, she said herself that's the problem with the stab movies. no bad guy to keep coming back. So I think that's what we got to do in Scream 7. Oh my God, yes. I agree. I want to see Joel the cameraman come back. Um, I thought there was a chance that we were going to see him in 6 just because 6 was supposed to mirror Scream 2 in a lot of ways, which it did. Um, and I think in the original script for Scream 6, he was in it. I did a video on this like a few months ago at this point. Um, but then I guess when Nev Campbell dropped out of 6, they really changed the script a lot and they took Joel out of it. But I would love to see him again. Yeah, this is a good point. Um, I just don't think there's a reason to bring Mickey back. I don't think he's that important to the story. They've never really mentioned him again in any of the sequels. Yeah. Yeah. Um, Dewey's death, that one pains me too. Um, I'm kind of 50-50 on how I feel about Dewey's death, though. I do think it needed to happen because, 5 movies in, like, the main characters are not going to keep surviving forever. You need to have these emotional deaths in movies, but the way that they handled his death, I'm not a huge fan of. I don't like that he died to save Sam and Tara. I think it should have been to save Sydney and Gail. I think they should have been present for it. It could have made that scene like so much more emotional. Um, and also the fact that Scream 5 was our first movie back after like a decade. I would have liked to see him survive 5 and then maybe kill him off in 6. Hey, Mickey. I agree. I think they should definitely take their time to get things right, which I think is the case. February 2026, that's a little while away. They're still working on the script, which I actually think is a good thing to get things right. I do feel like Scream 6 was pretty rushed after Scream 5. And I do think Scream 6 has kind of a lot of issues in the movies. So I don't want any of that in Scream 7. This needs to be like, obviously an amazing movie. Um, yeah, I don't think they're rushing things. Yeah, for some reason at first I assumed there was 2, but I'm with you. Um I think there's 3. Plans for Halloween, I don't know. Usually I go to a Halloween party every year, but it's not happening this year, so I might just be staying home and watching some movies, eating some candy. We'll see. I disagree. I don't think he's underrated. I just I just can't stand Ethan. Let's see. Ugh, the chat scrolls away from me sometimes and I lose where I was. Yes, I love this idea. I've been saying this on the channel for a while now. Um, I think they should do a prequel show, one episode per Ghostface, and kind of see how they came to be Ghostface. Do you think Angelina was a killer? And do you think she will return in Scream 7? And if she did, do you think she'll be Ghostface? Um, I do think she was a killer. You know, that was the original plan. She was Roman's partner before they decided to go with one killer. So yeah, I like to think that she really was a killer and Roman just killed her before the big reveal. Um, but I don't think she'll return. I know a lot of people do think that. Um, I'm not a fan of that idea just because I don't like Angelina. She's one of my least favorite characters. I think she was quite annoying and I just don't care to see her again. I know a lot of people do want to see her come back, which you know, could be cool, I guess, but if they bring her back and don't bring back Stu, I'll be pissed that they wasted this on Angelina. Yeah, Ethan was pretty obvious. Hey, Sophia. Yeah, Randy's death, ugh, kills me. Scream 2 is, I think, my third favorite in the franchise. For me, it goes 1, 4, 2, 5, 6, 3. Um, uh, so if anyone here doesn't know, I have had like an impersonator in my chat pretending to be me. They haven't showed up yet in this stream, but they were on the last stream. So I don't know. I think it's gonna unfortunately continue, but nothing yet for this stream. Hey Jamie. I would love for Christina to be a ghost face. I hope it happens. I do think there's a good chance she could come back in 7. Or, you know, show up for the first time. We've never met Christina before. And I hope it happens. I hope she's working with Stu. Thanks, Nick. Yeah, everyone, please give the stream a like. Definitely helps out the channel. And subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Please, I would appreciate it. I'm trying to get to 10K by the end of this year. And I think we can do it. I'm about 300 away. So I have a couple months left to make it to 10K. I love Charlie. Charlie's, like, in my top 5 ghost faces. Yeah, Joel is definitely the smartest character, for sure. Yeah, it would be funny if he just showed up for 2 minutes and then was like, "You know what? I'm getting the hell out of here." If Jill returns, how do you think she will return? I mean, I would love for her to be a part of Stu's cult, working with Stu. I mean, how great would it be if, you know, um, she survived Scream 4, obviously went into hiding the same way Stu did, and they somehow linked up and they've been working together this whole time. Um, I hope that we could see Sydney's dad again. In a deleted scene in Scream 4, they say that he died, but it was a deleted scene. So if they want to choose to ignore that and bring him back, they totally could do that. Um, I think it would be cool to see him again and, for him to be a grandfather to Sydney's kids. That would be cool. Um, I I'm not crazy about this theory. I know a lot of people have this theory that like Angelina was Christina. I I mean it would be pretty crazy, but I'm not a huge fan of that. Charlie or Jill, definitely Jill. This is just like a some kind of rumor, fan theory that is, going around about Mickey coming back. It's just a fan theory. If it was true, like Spyglass would not be saying that. I mean, I would love it if they could get Sam back for 7, but I just don't see it happening, unfortunately. Yeah, watching movies is my favorite pastime. Hey, Thomas. Yeah, so this is actually another thing I wanted to bring up, so thank you for your comment. Patrick Dempsey was just on the news like a couple days ago. I actually was watching it live on TV when it happened. Um, he was talking about something else, but they asked him about Scream 7, like, could we see you return? And he said, um, there have been discussions, but he's still waiting on a script and we'll see if it happens. So he's definitely in talks to return. I hope he does. I want to see him come back. Like we find out in um Scream 5 that him and Sydney are married, and then we never get to see them interact as husband and wife. I definitely want to see this like new dynamic between them um, that we've never seen before. I agree with this. I do think Scream 7 is Gail's time to go. I think she was very lucky to survive Scream 6. Um, so I do think, and just the fact that no one big died in Scream 6, they really have to up the stakes for Scream 7. So I think Gail's gonna die. And I agree. If anyone's gonna kill Gail, it has to be Stu. Alvaro gifted a membership. Thanks, Alvaro. Let's see, who did it go to? It went to David. Nice. Thanks, Alvaro. I appreciate that. Yeah, I have a feeling there's going to be more than 3 also, just because of um the cult thing. I think Stu is leading a cult, and I think it's going to be like this massive cult that is nationwide, hopefully. So we might not get to actually meet all of the cult members because that's too time consuming for the movie. Um, we'll probably just focus on a smaller group of the cult, but I do think there's going to be a lot of cult members. Fake Gail was way better than Angelina. Yeah. Um, Jennifer Jolie, love her. Ethan was boring and trash. I gotta say, I agree with you. I do think there will be a Scream 8. I feel like, you know, um, these movies make so much money. They're gonna keep they're gonna keep making them as long as they're popular. Yes. It will be the 30th anniversary. And yeah, I would love it if they revealed like new things from the first movie that we didn't know before. I mean, obviously, for example, Stu surviving. So, yeah. I also like want to see things about Christina Carpenter. I want to find out more about her. I want to find out that she was involved back then. I think she knew what Billy and Stu were up to. I definitely think she could have been an accomplice of theirs. Yeah, I definitely want new revelations about the past for sure. Oh, great, Jamie. Yeah. Um, well, at least you were there to moderate. I appreciate that. Yeah, if you ever see that happen on another channel, that sucks because it's like I'm not even there to like defend myself. But please, yeah, if you're if you're moderating on another channel, I'm sure you did, but always just let people know like this is not her. Ugh, this is that's so annoying, like and frustrating. But thank you for letting me know. I'll check your message after and respond to you. Hey, Raggedy Man. No, they did not recast Sam and Tara. They're just not going to be in the story. Yeah, this would be cool if the Kirby spinoff um, had a mention of Jill. It also would be cool if, like, Emma Roberts could be in it in the form of, like, old footage because we know that her and Charlie were filming their kills, and, uh, I had a feeling in Scream 6, we were gonna see some old footage and have Jill appear. That would've been cool, and it actually didn't cross my mind till your comment just now that that could still be a possibility in the Kirby spinoff. Thanks, Jamie. I appreciate that. Seriously. If the daughter of Sydney becomes a ghost face, what can be her motive? I don't know. I personally don't want to see them become Ghostface. So I don't even know what the motive would be. I feel like it would be similar to Jill, like, wanting the spotlight for herself, or maybe the motive would be like feeling like Sydney ruined her life because maybe other kids give her a hard time. I don't know. I mean, so obviously, I think Stu's going to be the ghost face in 7, and I think his motive is just revenge, like revenge on Sydney for, taking him out in the first movie. Um, I feel like there's just no better motive than revenge. Nancy Loomis even says in 2, like, my motive's just good old fashioned revenge. Thanks, Rinko. I appreciate that. Yeah, if anyone here is new and has not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Let's see how many away I am from 10K. Ooh, I am 256 away from 10K. I think we can get there by 2025. I definitely would like to see some form of flashbacks. Whether it's to see some old ghost faces again, that could be fun, or just some old characters like Dewey. I've been saying for months, years now since Scream 5 came out, like we need a Dewey flashback because that would just be like a perfect way to see him again. Yes. If Stu comes back, I think they're going to kill him some way where it's like no question anymore. Like they're gonna chop his head off with an axe or something like that. What if the other father of Sam is confirmed to be dead in Scream 7, killed by Christina, and we learned a dark secret about the Carpenter family? I mean, that would be interesting. I feel like there is a little more there's something that they can do with like Tara's dad. Um I don't know. I feel like if Sam and Tara were going to be in Scream 7 like they originally were going to, um I definitely think both of the parents would have showed up. I don't know anymore, like obviously the chances of that has gone down significantly. Um I do still think there is a good chance Christina could be in it because um she has a connection to Sydney. They went to high school together. they both dated Billy Loomis. Christina could want revenge for Sydney killing Billy. Like I said earlier, I think Christina has been helping Stu. So I definitely think they definitely could still include Christina. But now with her ex-husband, Mr. Carpenter, I don't know if they would still include him without the daughters being in it. However, he also went to Woodsboro High, so he could also have a connection to Sydney. Maybe he was at Stu's party in the first movie. I don't know. There's definitely something that they could do there. Nice Raggedy Man. Yeah, Gail's gotta go, unfortunately. What if Kincaid is a ghost face since the third movie? Um, I don't know. This is something that I've talked about on the channel. Um, I don't know. I think if anything, it would be that he was originally a ghost face in the third movie, but started to develop feelings for Sydney and kind of gave up on the ghost face plan. I don't know. Yeah, I know. I I still have to do a Who Killed Who for Scream 5. I keep putting it off. Um just cuz it's like a lot of work to rewatch the movie, pay attention. I got to like take notes, write things down. Um and sometimes when I rewatch the movies, I kind of just want to like zone out and enjoy it. Um but yeah, I definitely will eventually do a Who Killed Who. Oh no, the chat scrolls away from me. This is an interesting theory, though. What if her daughter pays for Sydney being Sydney? Yeah, I mean, Ghostface could go after her daughter just because she's Sydney's daughter. um, ooh, what if she tried to protect Sydney by infiltrating the cult? That's interesting. I hadn't thought about that. Um, let's see. What if Kirby joined the FBI because she knew that some Ghostface was alive? Well, I do think that um, as an FBI agent, she does know that Stu's alive. I don't know if she would have known it before joining the FBI and that's what caused her to join, but I do think since joining the FBI, she's learned that Stu is alive. Um, I've done I've done a couple videos about this on the channel, so please check them out if anyone here has not seen them. Um, yeah, I think she knows, and she was sort of investigating it in 6, but we as the audience don't know yet because one, it's not supposed to be revealed to us until 7, and she can't talk about it with Sam and everyone. She has to keep it a secret. It's like top secret FBI business. I have not seen Smile 2 yet. We were just talking about it earlier. Um, no, I wasn't even excited for it, but I heard it was so good, so now I am excited for it, but I'll probably wait until it comes out on streaming or something. Thanks, Ray. Hey, Paula. Yeah, I want to see flashbacks of Dewey and Gail in New York and what happened between them and why Dewey just left her in the middle of the night. I feel like there's more story there to be told. Um, and I thought we were going to get it in Scream 6, considering it took place in New York. I think it would have been the perfect time for a little flashback and to tell us what happened between them. Hey, Gerald. Let's see. Amanda's hair in Saw X was just as bad as Gail's Scream 3 haircut. um, I have not seen Saw X yet. I've seen most of the franchise, but there's a couple that I haven't seen, including Saw X. So I was just recently rewatching the movies. I rewatched 1 through 6, and then there's like 2 movies before Saw X, I think, and I haven't seen any of those. So, but I have seen photos of her hair. Of course, Paula, we are just talking some Scream 7 theories, rumors, updates. Hey, Vera. Yes, I do remember you. Welcome back to the channel. I personally think Richie did do some of the killing. I know there's like a lot of people out there who think that Amber did all of it. I think he did some of it. I think he killed Vince. Um, but I don't know. I guess I'll have to rewatch it. What if Stu is working with the FBI and Kirby? I don't see that being the case. Hey, Glorious. Welcome to the live stream. You're going to watch Nightmare on Elm Street for the first time? Interesting. Enjoy it. Jamie Kennedy has this theory about Randy. He thinks Randy faked his death. I'm not crazy about that idea, but of course I would love to see Randy again. So hey, Grant. Yeah, I have not seen Hatchet. Yeah, I heard Saw X was fantastic. I am looking forward to watching it. I believe Amber and Richie both got 3 kills. How many kills total were there? There's 8 kills, Google says. Yes, exactly. I think they both have very different kill styles. Um, which is another reason why I don't think Amber killed Dewey. I do think that was Stu. um, but yeah, like you said, Amber is very stabby, and Dewey's death was very clean and efficient. So, don't think that was Amber. Are there any movie nights coming up? I don't know. So, we were kind of on a roll with the pretty much daily watch parties. Um, but I don't know. Not tonight, probably not tomorrow. Maybe next week, maybe Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We'll see. We'll definitely continue them eventually. I just don't know exactly when. I would love to see um I would love to see Leslie come into the story. I want to see him working. I want to see her working with Stu. Like, I think she's known um for all these years that like Stu's alive. That's her brother. But we'll see, I guess. Why did Matthew say Stu was alive? That's a major spoiler and breaking his NDA if he signed one. So at this point, I think he's just like messing with us. Like, if he says both options, then we really don't know what's true. But also, maybe it's because the fact that he's been saying for so many years Stu's alive, and then all of a sudden he stopped saying it. Maybe they told him like, listen, just go back to what you used to say. I don't know. um I'm still confident that he's going to be in it, but I guess we'll see. Do you think Billy would have gone away with the murders in 96 and hid his secret? Um I don't know. I mean, I guess not, because he didn't get away with it. Um he was kind of careless, I guess. I agree. I love Randy Meeks as well. How many Ghostface masks do you have in total now? So the 2 behind me, I have another version of this one and the green one, so that makes 4. Is it possible that Kirby could work with Ghostface behind her back? Um, I suppose it's possible. I do have a couple theories on the channel about this, like Kirby potentially being a Ghostface. Will they do it? Probably not. I feel like it's a ballsy move, and I don't know if they have the guts to carry that out, but it could be possible, yeah, for sure. We have a super chat from Alvaro. Thanks, Alvaro. You said the Richie Ghostface mask just arrived, which brings the Ghostface mask autograph count to 6 now. Nice. I am jealous. That's awesome. Whose autographs do you have? I'm so jealous. So far I only have Jamie Kennedy's autograph on a poster. And I'm so upset because I brought my Ghostface mask with me to ask him to sign, and I totally forgot just because I was like so nervous and overwhelmed that I just forgot to ask him. But that's awesome, Alvaro. Thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate you. And thanks for being a member. Thanks for hanging out in the live stream. I appreciate you. Let's see, where was I? I agree. I think Richie was a good character. I didn't care for him at first, but he's really grown on me. And especially after seeing like the ghost faces in Scream 6, he's definitely like climbed up the rankings for me a little bit. He's funny. He is a funny character. Hey, Cody. Thank you. Yes, everyone, please, if you have not done so already, give the stream a like. It definitely helps. No, I have not seen the movie Trick or Treat from 86, but someone on here recommended it to me recently. I don't know if it was you, but it is on my list of things to watch before Halloween. Thank you for reminding me because I actually forgot. Yeah, from now until Halloween, I'm trying to only watch Halloween themed movies, like where it takes place on Halloween, just because there's only so many days left where I feel I can do that. Because then I pretty much move on to Christmas, Christmas movies after Halloween. But yeah, this is definitely on my list. I will be right back, guys. I'm not ending the stream yet. Keep sending in your comments, questions, and I will be right back. All right, I made it back alive. We're gonna go for a little bit longer, maybe like 20, 30 minutes. Nice, Ray. I gotta get the scary movie one. I am having a frightening Friday. I'm gonna watch some scary movies tonight, paint a pumpkin, probably. Trying to soak up as much Halloween as I can because before we know it, it's gonna be over. So sad. But see, that's why Kirby becoming a ghost face would be a good twist because you'll actually be shocked. I feel like I feel like that's kind of been missing from these newer movies. Like Scream 4, Jill being Ghostface was so shocking in my opinion. I saw that one in theaters and I remember just being absolutely shocked. And that didn't really happen in 5 or 6 for me. So we got to get back to that in Scream 7. We have another super chat from Alvaro. Thank you so much. You have Billy, Stu, Mrs. Loomis, Amber, Richie, and Melissa Barrera. Their autographs. Nice. That's awesome. I'm jealous. You got the big 2 with Billy and Stu. That's awesome. And Melissa Barrera, I would love to meet her. I think she's kind of taking a break from conventions for a while, she said, which is unfortunate, but hopefully she gets back into them soon. But that's awesome. Thank you so much, Alvaro, for your 2 super chats. I have seen Totally Killer. I thought it was good. I liked it. I debated rewatching it for Halloween season because it does partially take place on Halloween, but the majority of the movie is not Halloween. Um, so I'm kind of skipping over that one. Ooh, you have the necklace that Derek gives Sydney. That's cool. I want one. Yeah. But like I said, like I wish he could have at least made it till the end of 2 or at least till 3. Like you said, it was originally just going to be a trilogy. So, if they were going to kill Randy, I could see them still doing it, but I feel like he should have made it to the 3rd movie. Do you think Sydney could survive against Jason Voorhees? I don't know. Um, Possibly, but I think it would be a little tougher than surviving Ghostface. I hope Jill can be alive. I would love it, but I just don't know. Thank you. I appreciate this. What is the name of Tara's father? I don't know. They don't reveal it. Um, I just refer to him as Mr. Carpenter. We don't know anything about Tara's dad. Some people think, like, the 2 expelled boys, the 2 boys that get expelled in the first movie, some people think, like, one of them could be her father. It's just a fun little fan theory, but that would be cool. What about Charlie? I assume you mean, do I think Charlie's alive? Um, I don't. There was a time where I did think this, but not so much anymore, unfortunately, because I would love to see Charlie come back. I have all these detailed theories on my channel about it, like him being alive, working with Stu, running this cult, but I just don't see it happening anymore. Hey, Wayne. Good morning. It's early for you. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I mean, I would love for Kirby to be Ghostface. I have a bunch of theories on the channel about this. I think it would be a good twist, and it would be shocking, and it would hurt a little bit. You would kind of be betrayed, which I think is a good thing. I think that's something that these movies need, like something truly shocking that you don't really see coming or like expect them to do. I hope they never kill Sydney, but if someone had to kill her, who do you think it should be? I'd say Jill or Stu. Maybe her oldest child. Ooh. I would not want it to be her kids. I feel like that's just too cruel. And she does not deserve that. Um, I think if anyone's gonna do it, it should be Stu. However, at the same time, I want to see Sydney kill Stu for real. Um, so I'm kind of torn on that. But yeah, Jill would be a good option too. But yeah, I guess I would prefer it to be Stu, someone who we actually know and like. I wouldn't want it to just be some random ghost face that I just don't care about, you know? Like imagine if Richie had killed her. Like I would be like, seriously? Ugh. Yes, I know what you're talking about, and that is what I based all of my Charlie theories on. This is like a year and a half ago at this point when I first started my channel. Marcus from I Shot Him Six Times, which I'm sure a lot of you here know, he first posted about this. He shared that photo of the guy who was on the phone in Scream 6 right before the bodega attack. And the photo that he shared looked exactly like Charlie. And I really created these detailed theories off of that. But I think that has since been debunked. um, I don't think that's Charlie. Craven Something Scary here on YouTube, he did a video about this where he took that photo and raised the brightness, and you can tell that it's not Charlie, unfortunately. Um, and Rory Culkin has said that he feels he's done with the franchise. So I just don't see it being true anymore, unfortunately. I wish it was true. Ooh, you think one of the expelled boys was the ghost face from the bathroom? Interesting. I've always wondered who that could be. You know, I've always asked you guys, like, uh, who, like, was that actually a prank in the bathroom? A lot of people think it was a prank. But I think that Ghostface just seems very aggressive, where I feel like it was a real attack. I don't know. Maybe Sydney and Stu kill each other. That would be interesting. I don't know. How would that happen? Like maybe they're maybe they're at the top of like a tall building and Sydney's like about to fall off and she just takes him down with her. I don't know. I have not seen When Evil Lurks, but I'll have to check it out eventually. Yeah, you know what? I wonder if Billy would have gotten away with it if Stu had just kept his eye on Sydney. Like she got away because Stu was supposed to be watching her. I don't know. Ooh, Jamie thinks it was Billy in the bathroom, but Ray thinks it was a prank. Yeah, I mean, the jeans and the boots look like Billy, but so him and Sydney were talking in the hallway, and then she goes to the bathroom. I suppose he could have gone into the bathroom when all 3 girls were in the stall. When the 2 mean girls were still in the stall and Sydney went to the stall, I guess he could have snuck in there. I don't know. Hey, Bobby. Yeah, some people think it was Roman. I don't think so just because I don't think the idea of Roman existed then. I think it was a prank. He didn't have a knife. That's a good point. Hey, Chris. Interesting. Yeah, I am super pumped for Scream 7. I just can't wait until we start getting some more news. That's really all I want at this point. I want some cast updates. I want to know who the new cast members are going to be. I want them to start filming. I want like set photos from set. I can't wait until that day comes. Um First and foremost, I just want some confirmation that Courtney Cox is officially signed on. I know I know she's probably going to be in the movie. Um she recently said that she was not officially signed on, but then she just said something recently. I didn't do a video on this. People have been saying that she is officially signed on because she said something like, "I'm the longest running Scream Queen. I guess I gotta come back." But I still do not take that as an official announcement. That's why I didn't make a video on it. Like I said, I think it's gonna happen. I think she'll be back, but until Nev or Kevin make a post about it, or until Courtney Cox herself posts something about it on the internet, I'm not counting it as an official announcement yet. This would be cool. I would love to see the return of the voice changer, especially since I think, 7 Scream 7 is going to have a lot of similarities to Scream 3, the way that these new movies have been mirroring the originals. It would be cool to see the return of the voice changer and maybe have it be just a little different, with like updated technology. I mean, now with like AI, people can copy anyone's voice. Chillest Ghostface. What do you mean by chillest? Like, do you mean like a calm personality? If that's the case, it would probably be Charlie. He was very like tame and just I like him after the reveal because it's not too over the top. I feel like most of the ghost faces after the reveal really just switch up personalities like completely. And Charlie was pretty much, consistent with his personality. He was pretty calm, if that's what you mean by chillest ghost face. Maybe it was Stu in the bathroom. Hmm. Wait, so Stu has that scene outside of the school with Sydney and Tatum, like walking home, where he convinces them to go to the party. That has to be after the bathroom scene, right? I'm just trying to think of logistics. Funny how no one avenged Roman and Mickey's deaths from their bloodline. Well, Roman, we don't really know what his family situation was. I mean, Maureen Prescott was his biological mother who abandoned him. Who knows what his life was like growing up, if he even has much family. After building up a new cast, then they are gone. I think Scream 7 is a real make or break for the franchise. I'm a big fan of Sydney. Bringing her back seems desperate. Interesting. I get what you're saying. Um, but I don't think I agree. This is her franchise. She was in 5 of the movies, 5 out of 6. And I think there's a chance I think there was a chance that she would have been in 7 anyway, even if they kept Sam and Tara. Um, but I'm excited to see her be the main focus again. Um, she really took a back seat in 5. 5 wasn't about her. She wasn't in 6. I think it's fun to return to a Sydney focused movie, but I do see what you're saying. Yeah, Richie was a good character. His death was a good scene also. I am not familiar with this movie. Yeah, I know the direct the scene directly after that is like the newscaster saying in what appears to be a series of pranks. So that is why a lot of people think um it is a prank, but I don't know. Like I said, it just seems very aggressive and odd to me. Let's see. Once Roger L. Jackson can't do the voice, they could bring back the voice changer. That's a good point. That's going to be a sad day when Roger L. Jackson no longer does it or is like no longer with us. Ugh, it's going to be so sad. Yeah, I love this idea, Wayne. That would be crazy to see. Definitely emotional. Yeah, imagine like Dewey's voice talking to Gail. That'll be sad. Charlie is he might be my fourth favorite. It goes Stu, Billy, Jill, Charlie for me. But oh, that is a Rory Culkin movie. Yeah, I'm not familiar with it. Do you guys know that Rory Culkin and Emma Roberts have been in 3 movies together? Scream 4, um, a movie called 12, which I love, and another one called like Limelight or something like that. Lime Life, maybe? I've never seen that one. But it's been a while since they've done a movie together. They're due for another one. Yeah, Scream 7, they really gotta do better. I think we're in good hands with Kevin Williamson back directing. I definitely think he'll have a say in the script. At least I hope so. Um, Nev Campbell's producing. I think we're in good hands. Hey, Michael, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad that I can make you feel better. Same, Ray. I'm so excited. Hey, Zork, thanks for stopping by. I do think we're going to wrap things up in just a couple minutes. What if Stu makes some new costumes but with real people, dead or alive, like a costume of Randy? Interesting. P.S. I want Stu with a double ghost face mask, and they call him Devil Face. It'll be interesting if they change up the Ghostface costume a little bit again. It was exciting in Scream 6 with the aged mask. Um, I wonder if they're just going to return to the same old original costume. I wonder if the aged mask will play a role again because one of those aged masks was Stu's. So I wonder if Stu's going to wear it. Like, maybe we won't see it until the final act with the big reveal of Stu. Like, I wonder if when he finally shows up to take his mask off, um, if he'll wear his aged mask. Yeah, it was definitely a good look. Bye, Wayne. Thanks for stopping by. Perfect timing because we are gonna wrap things up anyway. Yeah, so it would be obvious if it was, like, early on in the movie, but I'm talking, like, literally the moment that the final act starts, he comes face to face with Sydney, like, literally moments before he takes the mask off, if he shows up with the aged one, and we're sitting there in that theater like, "Oh my god, like, is that gonna be him?" And he takes it off and it's him, like, don't show us the aged mask until literally seconds before he takes it off. But all right, I think that's it for today. Gonna wrap up the stream. This was a fun one. Thanks, Ray. Yeah, everyone, please have a happy Friday and Halloween weekend because I think this weekend is where everyone's going to be having the parties and stuff. So hopefully you do something fun, watch some movies. I'm definitely going to be watching some movies, painting some pumpkins, eating some candy, maybe go out for a little bit. Thanks, Raggedy Man. I might do a live stream tomorrow, so we'll see. But hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will talk to you soon.